Hello. Hello, Faraz. Thanks for joining. I don't know how to get rid of this. Okay, cool. Hello, Sleepy Pogger. Is my audio working, by the way? I'm on my phone, so not too sure. And can I have your comments? Live chat. Top chat. Cool. Good to know. Cool. Alright. So I'm actually editing a video at the moment, but if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Or if you're studying, you can just study along with me, I guess. And thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Yossa? Yossi? Yossa? What was his name? Yossi, hello. Comparative essay. Nice. What, how far along in your essay are you? And do I apply to any assured pathway? What does that mean by assured pathway? As in like undergrad, or what do you mean like private unis? Alright, let me grab my headphones, I'll be back. Papa, 你发几个视频给我，我就先把它 edit 一下，当没有这东西我们完美的嘛。你想的话，你发给我。Undergrad guaranteed into postgrad med. Or actually, I can just view the chat on my computer, can't I? It doesn't matter. I applied for Melbourne Uni, and because I got the Chancellor's scholarship, it means that I was sort of guaranteed into postgrad med as long as I didn't like fail in undergrad. So I guess that counts. I didn't apply interstate, any unis interstate, because I didn't want to go interstate. Body paragraph 2. That's pretty good. Ooh. I think comparatives are to write. It's like you don't need as much content in terms of like gritty stuff. What would you have done if you didn't get into med? Well, I would have done like science or biomed at one of the unis. I don't know which one. Cause I had high enough ATAR to be pretty much guaranteed into postgrad medicine. And what was the... Yeah, but like in terms of undergrad med, if I didn't make Monash, oh well. But I thought I had a decent chance of making it. And what were your course preferences? Oh, okay, so basically first was Monash, undergrad. Second was probably Monash or Melbourne. I don't know. The next 3 or 4 were Monash and Melbourne, biomed and science. And yeah, I think that was it. Hello, Pranay. Do you take notes? Depends on what subject. And also whether you mean like uni or school. Hello, Neil. And hello, Belinda. Thank you. My last shirt was a good one. Uh, I can't. The phone's so inconvenient. Hello, Neil. Long time no see. I know you're still with like Cluco and stuff. I've heard like little tight knit group. Uni. I just make notes from the lectures, um, like whatever the lecturer says. I write down the stuff that I think is important and helps me understand it. And then where is it? Yeah, and then I make like Anki cards, and then I don't really look at my notes ever again, unless there's like particular things I don't remember. I used to do the dot point thing actually until I just didn't like it anymore. Sahara, it's not funny. GAT scores. I don't know, because a lot of my videos are on the GAT, so that's what I got. What text did I do? I did Ransom and the Queen. League. I don't play League. Are you referring to like sport or are you referring to the game League? Yes, it has, Neil. Has uni been? Has it been everything you expected it? I don't think you want to play me in basketball, Pranay. It's not going to be pretty. What are you studying? I don't actually know. Is it commerce? First thing, favorite thing about uni? Free time, I guess. I have a lot more time to do stuff, pursue stuff, and like, there's not such an emphasis in scores, so I can kind of like be more efficient without obsessing over little details, and I can work on YouTube and other tutoring and stuff. Pig, yeah, we can play Pig. It'd be nice to play again. Rematch. First year way more relaxed than year 12. A lot of people say it isn't, but I do think it's more relaxed in year 12 than year 12. Because like they handhold you a lot, honestly. They're afraid like med kids will get too like perfectionist. So they like first 2 years, whether you get 50% or whether you get 100% doesn't really impact that much as long as you pass. New commerce, science, and television, living room. How do you manage your time? Well, I think it was around this time of the year that I got pretty worried as well. So it's definitely a natural feeling. I just think I manage one thing at a time. Like really think about what you got to do. So and just get one thing done first. So for me, I was worried about text response, so I just started doing text response. I did like one essay every couple of days for a little bit, just until I felt confident, and then that's sort of like the to-do list, and then I move on to the next thing. And you still got time as well. Neo science, mechatronics, or comp sci. That's both pretty cool things. I find those subjects pretty interesting. Like I know Gordon and stuff do it. I think coding's pretty cool. Mechatronics, I don't really know what that is. Could you enlighten me? Brene, can you give me a message? I'll do the what's the thing called? I'll do the what's the one with their hands at the back and you gotta press in? Oh, I'll do the apprehension one. Apprehension test. Alright, see you, Neil. Yeah, sure. We can go out sometime. I'd be happy to. Belinda. How do you avoid burnout? I don't think I really I don't know. I was pretty inspired in year 12. In uni, I don't think like I've burnt out. It's like not that pressure-y. Sleepy poggers. How many special math exams per week or day? From about July, I did one special exam a week, but that was like either exam 1 or exam 2. I think. Yeah, and then some weeks I did an exam 1 and an exam 2, and then later in the year I did 2 like exam 1 and 2 exam 2s. I didn't really do them daily because I feel like you need time to digest and improve from each exam. Renee, violation. Jacob, just said my method sack 2 was not very fun. What was it calculated section or what made it not fun? Mechatronics, nice. I'll talk to Neil later, hopefully. Has it feel to be the most famous individual in our crew? I don't know. I'm just don't really think about it much, and I don't know if I am the most famous. Noah, if you were to roughly estimate how many hours do you study on a daily? Do you mean school or do you mean uni? Yossi, what type of scores we get in English? In year 12, like I was pretty good at English since like year 7. So I'd get like full marks or drop 1 mark or something. And in year 12, I got full marks. Oh, okay. I lost 2 marks in the creative, lost 1 mark in the text response, and then full marks for the other sacks. See you, Pranay. Bye-bye. Who was my English tutor? I didn't have an English tutor. I had a really good English teacher, though. Uni, how much do I study? Some days I don't really study. Some days I study, I'll watch a couple lectures, maybe an hour and a half. It varies quite a bit, but I try and, so we have 6 lectures, which are each an hour a day, an hour each, and I try and get those done within a week. And I'm up to date with them at the moment, which is good. Do you do one-on-one tutoring now? Yes, I do. And yeah, I do. Jacob, it was extended response. Oh, you used tan, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, the stack's over now, but for the exam, I guess, if you're given a gradient and an angle, you use tan. Because you know tan of that angle equals the gradient. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try and make my vids very helpful rather than falsely motivational, I guess. Did you get tutoring? Yes, I got tutoring in Latin and what was it, Spech. Did you forget all of Latin? Actually, don't. No, I haven't. I still remember a bit of Latin. Yeah, Yossi's right. Usually, I think you got a CAS, didn't you? Is that what you said? Oh, yeah. So with a CAS, you can sort of draw the graph, and you kind of know whether it's acute or obtuse or what angle you're looking for. It's really cool that you like the channel. I'm looking at my computer now, so if I'm not looking at you, yeah. How are you guys going? Your sacks nearing the end, hopefully. How are you dealing with news of lockdown again? How your sacks being run online? Tell me about these kind of things. I'm interested to hear. Year 11 bio next year. I didn't do bio, so I don't know whether my input's that valuable. But I think bio, just know the stuff, revise it regularly. More so than in other subjects even, because there's a lot of memorization. So revising regularly is more important here than say in maths. I wouldn't say it's difficult. I think anyone can do it because it's sort of just knowing stuff. Hey Ace, you often join these. Nice to see you. Just 1 set of sacks left. 20 days. Exams in 71 days. That's a long time. I don't know if you guys are that worried about it. Just one set of sacks left. That's good. Congratulations, just one round of them to get through. You kept percentiles for this year, so I have no clue about what kind of scores anyone is getting. I have like a friend who's also a student, and he did pretty well. But I don't really know the results of a lot of people. But I'm pretty sure the percentiles would go up in terms of how hard it is to get each percentile, because that's like that's how it is. I think we're getting used to UCAT. So yeah. What was your experience with online stacks? Yes, Scotch did online stacks really well. Honestly, we had a specific camera position we had to have, and apart from that, like we had to print stuff out, do in front of the camera. Like there was very low chance of anyone cheating. And I think it was good because then when we came back, we didn't have to do a ton of sacks. I hear some schools had to do a lot of sacks when they got back. VCAR might push back the exams this year. Um, will they push back the exams this year? I don't know. VCAR's been pretty silent, honestly. Nick, hello. I'm so glad to see you. I've not seen you in so long. Thank you. I'm sure you're looking awesome as well. I got my first dose of the vaccine about a week ago, and the video I'm editing right now is actually the vaccine one. So I sort of tell you guys about the experience. How about you? You vaccinated, and how you doing? Vika. Yeah, Vika's been pretty silent. I feel like you guys should get like some consideration. Like nothing's changed at all, but lockdown has been a pretty big part of your lives. Um, in terms of what they'd cut, it's a bit weird because if they cut earlier stuff, people might have started revising, and I don't really know. But I do think you guys need some consideration. Tips for online stacks. I think a big one is don't feel rushed at all. So for online stacks, I think sometimes you might have to print stuff. It might be a different environment, but just try and stay calm and treat it like as as normally as possible. Lex, Jacob, worst was online. Okay, I don't know why you guys did a practical stack online. Was it the EPI? You just have to write it or something. Like you don't actually have to do stuff at home. Nick, how you see today doing? Lockdown. I'm staying at home a lot anyway, usually, so it hasn't affected me that much. So like I don't really mind. But how are you coping with it? Because I don't know, you probably see your mates a lot out, and yeah. And how are you feeling after the vaccine as well? Just what's your comparative bit? When you were setting up the proof, why didn't you bring in authors? What do you mean by like proof? Lots of exercise with friends. Yeah, that's nice. You gotta be able to exercise. Muscle aches, very drowsy. Yeah, I had a little bit of an ache. I didn't feel that drowsy, but have some rest, Nick. Thank you, and I really want to catch up with you sometimes after the lockdown's over. Thanks for popping in as well. I enjoy it when you pop in. Evidence, explanation. And I what? I didn't mention the authors. I mean, you don't have to mention the authors a lot. It's just when you're comparing their contention. Yeah, I don't really know how to. I don't know exactly what you're referring to in the video and why, like, you thought having an author is necessary. But yeah. I need to find some music for this vlog. Where can I find some good copyright-free music? With the English exam, I did the APA first, then I did text response, then I did comparative. Maybe I should put this here. But actually, it looks like I'm looking. Yeah. How do you get better at those practice exams that are only around 10%? That's a good question, and I guess you're probably referring more to maths. Um, Look, honestly, if you got every single question right that not less than 10% of people could get, you would still do really, really well. So I guess the first thing is trying to eliminate mistakes in the questions that more than 10% of people get. Apart from that, uh, just doing a lot of questions I think helps a bit because you get exposure to how they can make things harder, and also think about what the question's asking. Because if you know the content, you should be able to do every question. It's just really knowing like what parts of the stuff you know are important here and how you can use it to get you the correct answer. Hello, Manual Secondary Business. What a username that allowed me to excel. I I think I started off well, as in I had like a really high foundation and I never let myself get too behind. I think I've experienced it a bit in uni, but once you get a little bit behind and a little bit more, it's really hard to catch up. So you always got to be on top of your work as much as possible. Because the moment you don't do one thing this week and it crashes into next week, and then that means you have more to do next week than you thought you did, and then it's just, yeah, a mess. And another thing, I have a lot of videos on this, but also not thinking I had more time to do things. So if I thought of something to do now and I had a bit of time, I would try and get it done, rather than say like I have free time tomorrow, because sometimes that free time would be taken up by something else. Hello, Alpha. Yeah, do some work. Don't procrastinate now. Just do something easy. Might not take too much effort. Review what you've learned today in school. As if you're in like, I don't know, a higher year level. If you're in like year 7, um, you can procrastinate all you like. Monash first deacon in general. I think general is not a really good measure of how good a uni is. Monash is probably better in terms of like rankings. But like individual subjects, different unis are better at different things. For example, Melbourne is higher than Monash, but Monash Med is I don't say better, but it's like undergrad, right? Like usually people want to get into Monash Med, so it depends on what course you want to study. Sure, this counts as productive work. Oh, you think I'm in role though? I mean, if you have good questions, then it is productive. How long am I streaming for? I don't know. I haven't really decided. 9:45. Depends how the stream goes and how much of my video I get done. Year 11. That's good. Yeah, shouldn't procrastinate. Year 7. Year 7 is important for like, I don't know. You should just spend 15 minutes, get all your work done, and then move on with your life. Rather than like just like procrastinating and doing it later and all that kind of thing. But honestly, like who knows what time management is in year 7? Jessica. Chemistry. Okay, so first off, if you watch my videos, you'll probably know that chemistry I wasn't the most on top of. But you don't have to finish the chapters. I think you can read the question and kind of know whether you can do it and just do those questions. Chemistry exams are really thick, so I don't think you need to like sit down and do them on time conditions. So I think it's fine to just work through them slowly and do the questions you can. Also, like I had no problem with the chemistry exam in the end of year. It was a lot like more difficult, I think, time wise than previous years ones, but I still finished it like within time, so time's not an issue. When are you gonna do a video on comparative text response? If you mean comparative and text response, I did a video on comparative and I did a video on text response on my channel. I can drop the link. That's a very broad question. Like, what are you tossing up at the moment? I really can't. I guess methods, I feel like most people should do. But anything else, I really don't know what to recommend you. Alpha, chem, water. Water? Yeah. I don't think water's a big part of year 12 chem. There was just something about like water is a product sometimes in fuel cells. I think it's a product. But it's not that important. Chem gets better in year 12. I don't think chem's that bad in year 12. Yeah. Jessica, in terms of ATAR, what is the lowest? We don't really talk about ATARs in med unless you got like we know who did really well, but we don't really like ask people what their ATARs are. I think I saw someone in VC discussion space say they got 98 point something. If you're rural, I think the threshold is a little bit lower, but I'm sure there are people who had lower than 98 ATARs. Chem is terrible in general. I think you're being influenced too much by me, Alex. And I actually liked Chem. I just didn't like put a ton of effort into it. Oh, whoops! I'll drop the text response in the comparative things in the chat. If I search comparative Darren Tan, will it come up on YouTube? Who knows? Oh, it does come up. Yeah. All right. About text response. Darren Tan. Oh, nice. What are your tips for high scoring responses? You can just watch my video, but I think just being very clear and comparing your themes well, rather than focusing too much on let's use a lot of fancy language, that kind of thing. What was your ATAR reaction? I also have an ATAR reaction video, but like I didn't react. Like it was a pretty bad video. Nothing happened to me visually. You can hear me telling my parents though, which is nice. Yeah, I don't think like if that's what you're doing in chem, I don't know what your school is teaching. Amir's channel. Yeah, it is 1K. It's nice. His UCAT videos are um are good. Yeah. I think he is at 1K. Did you say he's almost at 1K? Yeah, I think he just hit 1K this morning. I honestly really enjoy these lives. Like even though I have not a lot, but I have like subscriber increase. I do enjoy lives because it's just with people. 3-4 is easier than 1-2 special, I think. Special 1-2, you learn a lot of random stuff. Like golden ratio. Oh, what else was weird? You learn about like sequences and series and stuff, which I found was weird. So I found 3-4 easier. Where are all your method sacks application based questions? Where? Like in my drawer somewhere. What did you enjoy the most in methods and special? Methods? Say probabilities, special. Mechanics. I quite like mechanics actually. Are you and Emil friends? Yeah, we're kind of friends. Like I don't see him much, but we have that like history at school together. Special 1-2, yeah. Special 1-2 is like apparently the reason they do it is because a lot of people don't have 3-1-2 at their school. They go straight into 3-4, so they don't want to disadvantage them, which makes sense. I think you just asked the same question again. Like I don't know where all my methods sack application based questions are. Methods is kind of fun. Yeah, I think maths is nice. After you graduate from uni, unless you're doing like science, you don't really touch maths much. So, cherish it while it lasts. Locus of a parabola. Oh yeah, that's in special as well. You learn about like these weird equations of of graphs. Oh, where? Okay, not where. Um, application based questions. What? I don't really know what application means. Is that like when there's a story behind it? A lot of times we were just given, just derive this, but most of it, yes, was application based. Do people at Scotch accelerate special? I think a few kids in the past have done special early, but generally year 12. Do you miss not doing maths? Yeah, I miss maths. I miss languages a bit. Yeah, it's just unnecessary sequences and series. It's just like you just memorize a formula. Do I have to make a logbook for maths? It really seems. Do you mean like the cheat sheet thing, the bound reference? It is useful and it's good to do it throughout the year. How's the workload so far for med? It's like sizable but manageable. I think you can work efficiently and sort of navigate it. How did you write your methods notes? Oh, hi Aria. Hello. You're I often see you in these lives and around my YouTube channel. How do you write your methods notes? I didn't really write notes for methods. I just like did questions. Oh, if you mean bound reference. Oh, see Jacob. Thank you. Goodest. Please don't say goodest. Or bestest. How do you write your methods notes? Bound reference, I just got a bunch of questions for the bulk of it. And then on my front page, I had my silly mistakes. How do you study for worded questions, big story ones? You just do them. Like, it's not something you can really study for. Is it what's speed reading? No. You just study. Yeah, you just do them and just like try and figure out where everything is. So they're talking about a river. Look at the picture and see where the river is. So don't like try and comprehend all the information at the end. Comprehend it as you read. For argument analysis, do you think it's worth delving into specific argument jargon? What do you mean by specific argument jargon? Can you give me some examples? Did you look at your bound reference ever in the exams? Oh yeah, I did actually. I looked at my silly mistakes. So I'll probably talk more about this as we near exams, but on the front page of my bound reference, I had all my silly mistakes, which my tutor told me to do. And so you'd look at those at the end of the exam probably, just to see whether you made any of them. How was med camp? Oh, is this mold? Are you mold? I think, or no, not. I'm not too sure. Med camp is decently fun. It's a bit, I don't know, a bit tiring, but it's okay. How did you study for worded? I think I answered that, Aria. Thank you, and I will continue with my academic videos. I do have a vlog coming out soon, so don't hate me for doing that kind of video. I mean, Lex, just like take photos or something of your questions that you found hard or keep them somewhere. Like you don't have to like intentionally make one. And if you make a silly mistake, write it down. Kush. Oh, I know Kush from Monash Minds. I know he has a podcast. Is that who you're referring to? What's your okay, I'm just not gonna answer that question. Zach, ad hominem euphemisms. Euphemisms, yes. Ad hominem, I think that's a law thing. Um, yeah. So like you use some meta language. I think your teacher will probably go through what you can't use, but euphemisms is fun. That's good to hear, Rudvik. Alpha in year 11. What are you falling behind in? I think like you just got to work honestly to climb out of the hole. There's no other way to do it. You can't like sit there and meditate or something. But you just got to, I reckon, plan out over 2 weeks. And you should say at the end of these 2 weeks, I'm going to be completely caught up. Now, what do I need to do each day to get there? And write out the task you need to do. And if you follow that, you know for sure by the end of 2 weeks, you will have done. Have a good day too, Aria. Television living room. How many silly mistakes? Mine would take over the library. A page and a half, 2 pages, like quite a bit. Staying motivated in lockdown is hella hard. I agree. I try to think of it as an end. Like never in your life. Okay, that's not quite right. But like very rarely in your life where you have such a test like VCE where this is really like sort of determining of your uni and where you can really test how well you can do. Like you can really prove to yourself how good you are. So I think try and stay motivated with that thought, or maybe just stay motivated by the fact that like this will be over. It really depends what drives you. How did you properly reflect? I just look through my wrong questions and see why they were wrong. Maybe do the question again and write down like what I learned from them. Sally Chan, did you ever deal with burnout in year 12? No, No. Sometimes I'd want to rest a bit, but then like my parents would motivate me, and I would keep working. Like in like a healthy way, not in like a yeah. How did you manage your social? I'll get to that. I found your channel during this life. Oh, really? Oh wait, are you Kush? Or are you or do you know Kush? Do I swim anymore? I started swimming a bit in the holidays, but because of lockdown, that sort of regressed. But I want to get back into it. Harish, how do you manage your social life and study life? In year 12, there's zero social life because we had lockdown for the whole year, basically. Um, yeah, and I didn't really play games. I know a lot of people play games as like their social life, but I don't really play games that much. So that aspect. Do you guys interact a lot with other med kids? Not a lot, but like it's a much closer relationship than say like a year 9 and a year 12, I'd say. Um, I guess you're all older and you do interact with them a fair bit. A lot of clubs, it's across year levels, some events, but particularly with the year above, you do interact a fair bit. Kush's mate. Oh, nice. How'd you know? Like, I would know Kush. What study techniques did you use? In year, like now, just Anki and taking notes. In year 12, I don't think I had study techniques in year 12. It's different for each subject. Um, yeah, I didn't really have study, like, I just did what I felt would help me. I used flashcards for Latin for a little bit for memorizing stuff, but other than that, I can't really think of like study techniques. Our relationship's bad for your ATAR. Depends. Yeah, just depends. Um, Lex, Anki best. Anki is very good, but I reckon you got to use it in like moderation. What do you use it for? What was your academic performance like in year 11? Oh, actually, year 11 was my worst year, I think. I came like, no, 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 year 12. No, no, year 12 was my worst year. No, that was completely misleading. I think it was year 11. Um, I think I came like top 5 in the year or something. But like, my special was very bad. My chem was like, okay. Hi, Jono. Good to see you. Do you know Olivia or Samyak? I think I've seen Samyak's name before. Are they in bed? Do I know you, Jono? But yeah, good to see you. See Ritvik. Um, oh, second year for med. No, no. Anki for Latin vocab. Yeah, I use Quizlet, but it's the same deal. It is so good for vocab. Your vocab like improves so much if you use it, flashcards and stuff. I do watch anime sporadically, so not like there's nothing I'm watching now, but I watch it now and then. Would you classify yourself as a study demon? No. I think I studied quite a bit in year 12, but like I enjoyed it. It wasn't like yeah, I enjoyed it. and now not really. Any tips for improving narrative writing? Oh, nice question. Narrative writing, I think plot is very important for narrative writing, like extremely important. And pacing is very important as well. So how much time you spend on different parts is important. Do you listen to music while you study? Not really. It depends. Like sometimes when I'm really bored, I might play some like pop music. Sometimes it's pretty late at night, maybe some lo-fi, and sometimes no music. Depends. When I start preparing for UCAT, so UCAT in 2020, I took it in July 1st. Started preparing for it in January. Did you do the multiple choice special in reading time? I read through the paper. So in exam two, I looked through extended response first, and then I went to the multiple choice questions. Like I didn't really look at the multiple choice questions a lot of the time because I didn't have time. If I'm year 11 now, should I start UCAT prep? If you have time, definitely start UCAT prep. Like it's always good to see what it's like. I think it's something you need to get used to. So go for it. Lo-fi is very good. Yeah, some of the study with me videos out there are really nice, like the really long ones. What's the latest you've ever studied? I look. First of all, I don't like think it's a good thing to study really late. I don't think it's necessary. But probably like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. But that doesn't mean I've been studying the whole time. Yeah, and very rarely. Nerves are starting to kick in. Yeah, definitely understandable. Like if I guess like these lives and I guess my YouTube channel in general, if you have VC worries, then um then like yeah, then you can leave in the comments, ask me about things that you'd like me to clarify. But most of all, work eliminates worry. So get good at the things you are unsure about, and that will make you feel better. Do you do much gaming during the holidays of year 12? I did a fair, like, I don't game much, but I played a little bit in holidays at year 12. Played like Minecraft a bit and like phone games. Where do you get most of your practice? Okay. No, not in like the year 12 holidays, like the holidays in year 12, but more so in the holidays like after year 12. So I guess during year 12, I didn't game that much. Where do you get most of your practice questions exams? Yeah, VCAR. My school gave me a lot of, so maths ones we had like Hefner and Neep, all that kind of thing. If you start UCAT prep in year 11, you've been abstract reasoning. God. Yeah, I guess. I never got good at abstract reasoning. I don't know why. I'm just bad at recognizing shapes. What made you want to study medicine? Um, I have family reasons, but I also just think it's a very admirable profession. Like when I see doctors, the type of people they are, I just feel like some elements of that I want to be. Some of them are, there are different types of doctors, but I feel like just generally their precision, the way they do things, the way they handle themselves, and the fact that they get to interact with a lot of people each day, I think that's something I want to do. Any tips on how I can achieve my target of 15 on English for a study school? I can't tell if you're saying you want to get yeah, well Lex said a raw 15 for English, or do you mean like you want to get a 15 on like each section? How many practice exams per subject? Oh, number wise, you'll have to add them up yourself. But methods and spec, basically all the VCAR ones, and like 4 or 5 external ones. English 3 full practice exams, a lot of practice essays. Oh, I actually have a video on this, but actually no, I haven't. I haven't released the video yet. I had one on like when you should start doing practice exams. Other subjects, chemistry, like 4 or 5. Oh, we have 40 people in the stream. Oh no, we just lost to 36. But yeah, chemistry like 4 or 5. In lane, like I did it in sections. But I guess you're probably asking more about the maths ones. Tips on writing a conclusion. So if you scroll up in the chat, I do drop my conclusion link there. A good conclusion, I think, just really zooms out on what was the point of this book, what was the point of the author saying stuff. I found for maths methods. Yeah, I think so. Generally, company exams are harder than VCAR ones. Like, I don't think I found many. I don't remember any that were like easier than VCAR ones. What was your answer to why medicine? Did I get a why medicine one? Like, you don't have to get a why medicine question in your interview. Um, But yeah, something along the lines of family and the things I said above. We always smart. Ah, thank you, Leah. That's really nice to hear, and I'm really glad you appreciate the effort. Um, yeah, I was always smart. I guess from a kid, just family influences, tutoring, or that kind of thing. Like I just had a history of doing well. That just continued. For someone who isn't smart but wants to be, it's definitely possible. I like so many people bloom in high school academically. I don't know about uni because like I'm not. I just started uni, but in high school, so many kids bloom who weren't that good in primary school. Um, Definitely working hard helps. Figuring out like what held you back in earlier on. Was it that you were always behind in your work? Or was it that when you don't understand something, you just don't want to understand it? You sort of just move on. Um, but biggest thing probably just like make sure you understand things as you come, as they come. Alpha tips for improving methods. Silly mistakes. Biggest one. Silly mistakes. Quickly forgetting. Oh, quickly forgetting. I'd say just do practice quite often. Hopefully that will help you forget less. Jono, dude, just do you guys know each other? I'm curious. Can you tutor me? Depends what subject. I am quite busy at the moment, but like, yeah, just message me or email me. How did you find authorial intent in a text? That's usually discussed with your teacher, honestly. Like, and if you read what like experts have said about a particular book, they'll talk about what the author thought and also how the author is as a person. But this is definitely something you would discuss and comes up a lot. The authorial content just gets like hammered into you. Content heavy exams, practice papers. I definitely recommend doing Quizlet first and then doing practice exams, like or Anki. So make sure you know all your stuff, and then try and do practice exams and see if you can answer the questions. Sleeping schedule. I think I went to bed at like between 12 to 1 every night. What subjects did I take? English, English language, Spanish, methods, chemistry, Latin, Chinese. Worried about burnout and mental health in year 12. Um, I think we can cross that bridge when we get to it. Like, I don't think it's something you should worry about in year 11. Um, Hopefully, you won't have, COVID and stuff, but I guess try and learn how to manage your time well so that you have good structures in place for year 12. Practice exams for UCAT, I did Medify and Med Entry, but mainly Medify. Did I do tutoring? Not for UCAT. Yeah, I've seen Connor in like Alexa's streams earlier. So I know you, Connor, like, because you have the same name as someone I know who was older than me, who I like kind of looked up to. So when I saw you on like Lex's thing, I don't know, name was easy to remember. I think you're saying psychiatry, Melbourne. Oh look, I think you're a bit far away from doing master's PhD. I think in any field though, master's PhD is like a good thing. It just depends whether you think that extra time is worth it, and like whether you're still working in that extra time, whether financially you're supported. Are you aiming to become a neurosurgeon? Well, I found I have had an interest in in neurosurgery because I feel like the brain's pretty cool. It's just like everything stems from the brain. Your memory loss, your limb movement, who you are, is all just brain. No worries, television living room. See you later. You have a good one as well. Anushka. What did you do the day before your UCAT? I think I chilled. I did a little bit of abstract reasoning because I think abstract reasoning is fairly laid back. I think I did a little bit of verbal reasoning and I tried to go to bed early. Oh, Selena, hello. This isn't the 1K special. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe a TikTok dance video or something. No. But yeah, thank you for your support. Mental. What would have been your plan? So postgrad med then. I'd have to do something else to help me get in. Alpha, how do you feel being on news and all? On release at 10 a.m. Look, honestly, I did not get much news coverage on ATAR Day. All we had was like a school photo of the people who got 9 up and 9.5. And that was just somewhere in there. I think my name was in this Chinese document because I'm Chinese. So they had um, like a, I don't know, a bunch of people's names who got 9 up and 9.5. And they put particular emphasis on some people. But like it was quite nice. Yeah, it was just nice. Doug, hello master. How long per essay? So if you mean time wise, which I think is the best way to split it, I spent 45 to 50 minutes on argument analysis, an hour or less or slightly less on text response, and then more than an hour usually on comparative. Oh, Connor, you got your UCAT soon. Good luck. Did anyone have to do their UCAT like at home, or can you still go in with the nerves tingling before revealing the ATAR? A little bit. My friend sent his ATAR in before us because he checked the email which came in earlier, and he did very very well. I guess I was a little nervous, but my password kept playing up, so the nerves sort of died. Anadi, hello, hello. Selena. I'll find a way to incorporate TikTok into it, hopefully. If you have any good ideas, you can let me know. Lex. The Puffle. Are you still swimming? Like I said before, I was returning to swimming, making my return until lockdown came. Anushka, how are your UCAT skills? I don't think they're really helping me in med. Like, I don't think it was, like, yeah. I think UCAT tests really basic skills, so I guess it's a foundation for stuff like basic maths, reading quickly. But I don't think it helps that much. Cool, thanks, Connor. Alpha, how many hours do you study every day on average weekends? I assume you mean in year 12. I have a video on how much I studied every day. I'll find that. Oh, you know they've like started putting ads on my videos. Like I've watched my own video, and now ads are coming up, but I don't get. I don't know. I'm not monetized yet, but they've put on the ads. Study every day. I did study every day. I wasn't always ahead of class content. I was sort of on pace for it. Maths I was ahead actually, but for other stuff I was just like on the ball with it. What is Arnadi doing here? You know who Arnadi is. Nice. Sounds good, Selena. Jamonte. Would you say the comparative for the English exam is the most important? No, I would not say that because they're all weighted equally. I do not think you should value one over another. Yeah, I know, Lex, right? Like they try and sell it to you. They say like abstract reasoning, you can see like when someone has a tumor or not. Like when a tumor looks abnormal, but like I think like even number of shapes on the left. Does that really help me? Oh my god, I love Chenny. Is that like Blackpink reference? Oh, okay, yeah, K-pop, right. Do you watch K-dramas? Oh, how have they changed your life? I'm interested to hear. Um, I listen to random K-pop songs, some old ones. K-dramas, no. I watched like two a long time ago, but I'm not like a consistent watcher. Sounds good, Selena. Go go study hard. Study upper limb hard. You sink a few tins. No, I did not. I went to South Melbourne Market and with my parents, and it was just a very beautiful day outside. What was your mindset when you thought about studying and completing VC exams? Look, honestly, I don't know if this is the best, but I was pretty motivated by like acclaim, I guess, because I knew I could do really well. I knew I had the subjects to do it, to like top the state or whatever, or get in the newspaper or whatever. And I just thought like that'd be pretty cool if I did it. So that was what motivated me in year 12. In addition to that, I had really good teachers, really nice people in my class. So I was just motivated to do well for them as well. It was just really enjoyable learning environment. I think a lot of things aligned for me to do well in VC. What is required to secure 40 ATAR? I don't know. You can play around with ATAR calculator. Honest question, do you miss school? Yes, I do miss school. And I miss the people in school. No worries, Jono. I will try, do it every now and then. Oh, that's pretty cool, Menno and Arnadi. Yeah, Arnadi's getting into YouTube, getting back. Have I surpassed you yet or not? In terms of like subscribers? No, as in like not you now, as in like you when you were at your peak. K-dramas made me cry so much from sadness and then I got depressed. Okay, so when you said K-dramas change your life, this isn't really what I had in mind. I guess you should cut down on it then, if that's the case. Year 11 is in relation. Depends on the subject. I think it's important because you need to set up good habits and you need to feel like things matter and feel like you should try and that even if you fail, it's okay, but you should try and do well. I think that's what is important in terms of specific subjects, chem, methods, English, all pretty important for year 12. Oh, Lex, you can have some input into Elham's question. Honestly, I think an extra subject is really good because like it can potentially give you 5 extra points, which will help your ATAR. And like even if you just don't put that much effort in, hopefully you can get like 2 or 3 points, which is a fair bit. It will move you up like quite a lot. But Lex probably has an opinion on this. Manal, do you know Arnadi personally, Darren? Yeah, I do know him personally. Like I don't know him from Minecraft. OMG, have you seen Nevertheless? I've actually seen Nevertheless. Isn't that with wait, that's either the one with oh, is that the new one that like the ratings are going really down for? Oh, the butterfly. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen clips of that. Isn't it like doing really badly in Korea? But it's doing well overseas, I heard. Should have sixth. Oh, it doesn't matter. Like it's over now, but I don't know. Yeah, input. Yeah, it's okay, Lex, bro. Connor's reassuring you. Yeah, I know. The chat's like half VC, half whatever this is. Doctors. I don't know. I'm not really into like things that are like really drawn out and long. Like I feel like I like reading stuff because I can read quickly, but watching stuff, it's like I can't really speed it up. When I start revising for end of year methods exam, year 11, pretty early on, I started doing practice exams for the questions that I could do. So say like May, June. Um, but I think like if you want just July is a good time to start doing practice exams, maybe weekly. But now that we're up to this point, just like start practice exams, do one a week or something. Just have a good plan for getting all the VCAL ones done, and then do the other ones when you have time. Oh yeah. I heard about that as well. His face got blurred. How should you approach doing 3 or 4 bio? I think don't get overwhelmed by the amount of information you have to know, and stay on top of information. So you'll learn a bit each day and try and digest that each day and revise it, say the next day or the days coming or the next week. Just staying on top of the content. What was the easiest end of your exam? Oh, that's a very good question. What was the easiest end of your exam? English, I'd say, or Latin. Maybe, yeah, English or Latin, I'd say. Is special exam hard to finish in time? Yes. Yes. Um, it's pretty hard to finish in time. Like any maths exam, the moment you can't do a question, you can't finish in time. A special exam is easy. How do I say it? Like I didn't do well in special, so it wasn't easy, obviously. But yeah, I guess content wise, it was a lot easier than you'd expect. But in terms of like straightforward and me doing well, Latin and English. No worries, Manu. See you later. See you in the next one. No, Latin wasn't easy. It was like straightforward. Like there was nothing beyond my expectations, apart from the examiners just deluding themselves and giving me a low mark for the essay. But everything else, like it was the unseen, I could do all of it basically, um, and like the questions I knew that there was nothing I like couldn't do. What do you have in your brand reference? Bunch of questions I got wrong and also my silly mistakes. Did you find methods exam hard last year? Yes, I did find it hard. Exam 1 was okay, exam 2 was quite hard, I found. How to get good at unseen? I think working out a structure of doing things. I think learning words comes last, honestly. Learning words makes things easier because you don't have to like, um, your process of figuring stuff out is smoother. But in terms of find structures to do it. So I think I found the main verb first. I found what noun went with the verb, whether there was an object, and then what words applied to the noun, what words applied to the verb, and that like structure really helped me. And I would actively underline and circle stuff, and then that helps a lot. What if the sixth subject ends up distracting me from others? Look, how do I say this? It won't distract that much. I just don't think it would distract that much. Good recommendation for English special chem bio. I don't know. Are you good at physics? Maybe, or like if your school lets you do further, or another English. But honestly, like how do I say this? If you don't put like much effort into your subject, you can still get like 2 aggregate points. Like that's like very minimal effort. Like no offense to people who, I'm trying not to offend people who might like try really hard and get like 20 something, but like generally for most of the population 20 something isn't that hard, so you don't have to exert that much effort, so it won't affect your other scores. Grammar, yeah, okay, I didn't realize this, but yeah, grammar, you gotta know all your grammar. Can we see one of the toys? um you can see it from the camera. You can see the horse, I guess, and the dragon and Winnie. Do you look at the endings? I had a friend who didn't look at the endings. He just kind of like knew what the words meant and just like put them together. So he'd see like, I don't know, soldier, dog, sword, and then he just like sort of guessed the sentence based on what the words meant. It was interesting. Do you do a language in year 12? I did Latin and English. And there's a bit of cop out English. What you rank for special? Equal second. How to reduce silly mistakes in maths and science? Write down your mistakes, and each time you do a test, each time you do practice questions, check for those mistakes. What do you mean 2 aggregate points? I mean, if you get like 20 something study score and it's in your bottom 2, then you get 2 aggregate points, which is a lot. It'll move your ATAR up like a lot. Simon. Is that your teacher or is that like the Simon I know? Biochem, physics, psychology. Yeah, and then they're fine, right? Like if you like sciences, go for it. You'll do well in them because you like them, and I think they're fine subjects. I don't think there's any such thing as a bad subject unless like all your subjects scale down, and I wouldn't say they're bad in that case. It's just like hard. I do 2, 3, 4s. Okay, I don't think you should neglect your 1, 2s. I think you can do your 3, 4s. Like try and be more efficient with them. I don't think you should neglect your 1, 2s completely until it's pretty late in the year. Darren, my friend wants to know how many unseens you did a week. Oh, I know her. Okay, yeah, I remember her. How many unseens I did a week? Oh, our school made us do 1 a week until it got pretty close. In the holidays, we'd get like 5 or 6, I guess, each holiday. And then how many unseens I did a week? Yeah, and then 1 a week. I don't remember from when, but yeah. Teacher Lamau. Okay. Joshua, is Unit 3 and Unit 4 ranked separate? I think so. Like, I don't think it matters. Whether they're together, whether they're separate, doesn't matter that much. Who knows? Takes big... Hi, Nardi. Alright. Unseens is something in Latin. It's where you're given a text you haven't seen before, which is different to a text that we have to study, and we see a passage that we've seen before. So unseen is a passage we haven't seen before, and we have to translate. How's the whole transition of year 12 to first in bed? Love your view. It provides a realistic view. Thank you. I appreciate that. Year 12 to first year med. I think people treat it differently. A lot of high scoring students in year 12 get to med and they just like completely let go of themselves. And I don't think that's a good thing because you lose a lot of the good habits you have, and just doing well just feels bad if each time you go in you don't know what the teacher's talking about. Some people have really flourished and just like started really grinded in med as well, which like it's kind of up to you, but I think just find a healthy balance. See like uni is a long time, so really think about like what you want to do with your time. Do you really want to like study and grind really hard and I don't know, top the year in med every year and then just graduate like everyone else? Or do you want to pursue other interests as well? Maybe I don't know what other, like maybe you want to work as well. So like really think about what you want to do, and I think that will help. My personal transition has been a little rocky at start. I felt a bit overwhelmed by the amount of work I had to do, but then I've like learned how to manage it and view uni more healthily. The psych as a science. I remember people at school debating it. I don't even know why it's like important. Is doing all maths pointless? All 3 maths pointless? Look, I think it's a pretty big hack in VC if you're good at maths. Our school doesn't let us do all 3. I don't know why. So, but I don't know. I don't think doing all 3 maths is pointless. Unseens are fun. I liked unseens. I think once you improve in them, Connor, you'll like them. Like it's a story. Like this dude, Caesar or whoever it is, wrote this, and then it's your time to decipher it. And it's like a story as well. Like stuff happens. Oh, we had a dude. It's funny as I tell you. This unseen. What did Connor say, Darren? What? All right. Anyway, yeah, there's this unseen. This guy like drew a circle around this other guy, and he said like, if you step outside the circle, I'll stab you. And the guy just didn't leave the circle. And I'm pretty sure he like something happened to him afterwards. And I thought that was a very funny story. Olivia Putland in med. Is she in my year? No, she's the year above, right? I don't know who she is though. What's your favorite anime? Your Lie in April? Slam Dunk? Both pretty good. Freddie? No, I don't know a Freddie in 4th year. Like, I know only a very few 4th years. Bro, you didn't have a tree. The frogs. When did you finish the math special content? Oh, I really don't know to give you a good enough answer. maybe by mid-August, I think. But our content was much less than you guys as well, and our exams are a lot later. So it's like, how you want to interpret that? Bella, okay, what would you say? Look, all I would say in those kind of situations, I won't show the comment, but like, all I would say in those situations is you can't really control what other people do. So just try and control what you do. And if you can't, like, try and solve the problem in a non-confrontational way. But like, how do I say this? You don't want to like get, like, when other people are ignorant, you don't want to get dragged into like a tug of war with them. Connor O'Brien. Frog started crying. Yeah, so the unseen's like, that's pretty cool, right? If you can figure that out, it's a nice story. And then you could recommendations for English tutors. Depends what text you're doing. I do tutor English, but if you're in year 12 this year, then maybe you want to find someone who does your text. Oh, I just read Alpha's comment. Should I like have a live on like the night of ATAR reactions? Of ATAR opening day. That would be like pretty lit live. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to make people feel bad either who don't do well. But I don't know. We could do a live then. When are your ATARs getting released? Do you guys know, by the way? Our one was 30th of December, so it's like nice. Good English tutors. Yeah, so I tutor English. Other English tutors I really don't know. I haven't had any experience with anyone. Jamonte, is it true that VCAR based exams are level of difficulty? Oh, look, I don't know. I don't think you should concern yourself with that either. Like, it shouldn't affect your preparation. Zach Hong, sharing some of your essays. Like, do you want me to put my essays under those videos, or did you like want a lot of my other essays as well? I don't know how many I can give because I've sold my essays to some people, so probably unfair to them if I gave too much out for free. December 16th, December 13th, 16th. 16th. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I don't know why they delayed it 3 days. It seems kind of weird. Maybe they're going to push your exams back. Do you get tired during the English exam or any of the exams? No. I think the adrenaline gets you. Like, if you've sat some sacks, you know, like, the adrenaline hits pretty hard. Do I sell essays? Yes, I do. Oh, I see, Zach. Look, structure-wise, honestly, my videos are really good. If you would, like, feel free to message me on Instagram or email me and we can talk a bit more about it. But structure-wise, honestly, my videos go through it decently well. Guys, submit work on time. Yeah, especially the year 7s. Submit your work on time. There's no excuse. Thank you guys for sticking around as well. I really enjoy this. Why is this not working? Let's have a look. More comments. What topic was hardest for you in Spech? Vector proofs. In year 10, I finished an essay in 40 minutes, 5 minutes before it was due. It was on Macbeth. Ew. Macbeth was okay. What was it? It's like the Bane. What are the names? He's like the Bane of Crawford, Thraldor, or something like that. Like, that was his title. Average grade. I mean, like, compared to other people, you probably spent less time on it and you got a decent grade, and who cares about it then? But sure, sounds good, Zach. Macbeth, Does he die? Yeah, I think he dies. I do not remember. What's your advice to people who are bad at English? Work on fluency first. Work on writing sentences that make sense and are simple, rather than increasing your vocabulary a lot or trying to make things really complicated. So conveying things in a simple way, because you might be bad at English, but you can probably speak it, right? You can probably explain things to a year five, a 5-year-old, and if you can write exactly what you say, that's a really good step towards having a clear essay. Man not born of woman. Oh yeah, wasn't he? I do not remember. Was he born with like a? Yeah, yeah. And the other thing's like a moving forest. Yeah. Dane of Cawdor. Yeah. Why does everyone like Macbeth except me? What comparative did I do in year 11? I do not remember. I don't know if I90 is here. Who's the big C? Is that Max? But anyway, I don't remember what comparatives we did in year 11. If you can help I90. Yossi, when were your med interviews? Like 16th of Jan, I think. How did I find them online? They were fine. They were quite nice, like very chill online environment. Oh, I'd probably do videos on med interviews a bit later in the year. No, in year 11, I90. Lex, because it's better than the other. Your comment got got held back because it's better than the other. We had to read. Will VCAI ever do online exams? Nah, I think like VCAI's a bit boomer to do online exams. Oh no, Neil. It's yeah. See, Neil knows who Connor is as well. Like the Connor I was referring to. But this is a friend of another subscriber who, yeah. I don't know if Connor would be popping into my streams, honestly. Like the other Connor. Who's Arnadi? Do you want to tell him Arnadi, or do you prefer to remain like under your alias name? Doug. Why is Chem impossible? Chem is like a lot of content, honestly. I find it pretty hard. Josh, would you generally get 100% for SACs? Depends what subject. English, yes. Not really any other subject, honestly. Yeah, and it depends on your cohort. It's more a comparison of how you do to other people. Is it Arthur? No. Were there videos on exams coming through in government high security bags? What does that even mean? Videos on exams coming through in government high security bags. Like, videos on exams. Okay. I mean, like, I have not seen those videos, but I'm curious about how they're like printed out and stuff. Probably the guys to print it out like blindfolded. Yeah, thanks, Anadi. Oh yeah, flirting. Flirting was such a interesting movie. It's like Tandaway and Danny. What was his last name? Like Danny something. And then Holden, who was like deeply depressed. No worries, Alpha. I'm happy to do these streams. Yeah, it is fun. You guys got to be productive too, so you can enjoy the stream to its fullest. But yeah, have a good night. Connor. I mean, if you want something to talk about in 20 years' time, sure. But if you want to get into uni, it's another matter. Oh, Devane. Yeah, I know Devane. I've met him. Um, yeah, I've met him. I've talked to him before. Neil, I'm not going to discuss that yet. I think he's like doing all right in uni. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not in like many of his groups, and I don't see him that much because it's all online now. Would you recommend taking notes? Yes, I would recommend taking notes. But like taking notes for specific things and important things. For the end of year exam, would you say practice exam a day is too exhausting? Yeah, too exhausting. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I was zooming out there. Weekly exams are more appropriate, or every couple of days, especially because you have a lot of subjects and stuff. Why are you apologizing? Happy hour. But yeah, I know. I see you a lot in my lives. Thank you. I appreciate the support. And Neil, I do know. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Suren. Suren. I see her in Zooms. I don't think I've ever talked to her before. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hi and thank you. I appreciate that you like my content, and I know you do Latin as well, which is nice. Wait, Suren's a dude. Oh no, there's another. Oh, okay, no. I think there's someone called Suzanne or something in med. I think I've heard of Suren as well. But I've never talked to him. That's awkward. Is it in a yat? In a yat? In a yat? You'll have to teach me how to pronounce it. Maybe Lex can use his phonology. See you later, Neil. Thanks for joining, and good to hear from you. In a was that right? Nathaniel, hello. How big is your first year med cohort? 400 kids. Panda, hello. No worries. I'm happy to provide. First year commerce. Nice. How are you finding it? Lex. He's actually going for the IPA. It's not like I can read IPA, but sure, we can give it a go. I need to tell Lex how to take care of his mental health. I think after his UCAT performance, I don't think anyone needs to tell him to take care of his mental health. No, but in all honesty, if you're feeling upset or anything, feel free to send me a message. Oh, that's good to hear, Manus. How'd you find my YouTube channel? Was it just when you recommended? It's pretty cool. Ace. Look, it's controversial. Like, I don't know too much about it, so. But I've heard that IB is just easier because, like, the fact that it's not really competitive in the sense that you just need to get above mark. You don't need to beat people. Plus, like, the fact that it goes from 99.95 to like 99.8 or 85. But like I've never done IB and I don't know too much about it, so yeah. Oh, and their exams also, a lot of them are like over a period of time, like a couple of weeks or something. No worries, Lex. Chantel, decent UCAT score. 90th percentile is like 2,900 mid, I think. So that. If you want to be safer, a bit higher. I don't know for dentistry though. Joshua, have you heard of Breakthrough? Yes, a lot of my friends went to Breakthrough. You know, yeah, your videos are always coming up on my page and it reminds me of the study. That's nice to hear. You, all three of you like friends. It's pretty nice. And I think all three of you do Latin. It's pretty cool. I was very close with my Latin classmates as well. Kevin's, yeah. Oh, is that the Breakthrough dude? Yeah. Surya. Yes, lol. I was just about to ask about Breakthrough. How were both of you just about to ask about Breakthrough? Seems oddly coincidental. What were your general thoughts on it was? I didn't go to Breakthrough, so I really have no idea. I think from what I heard, Special is pretty good. Maths is pretty good. Apparently UCAT wasn't good, from what I heard. How do you get motivation? It's a little cringe, but like discipline is important. Like making sure you do a bit of work every day, and rather than going like very highly motivated, really low motivation, try and keep rather steady and get up a little bit if you're a bit motivated, but try not to let the drops become too low. And motivation, I guess, is your last year. You don't have that long left, right? And you don't have any regrets. I think regret drove me quite a bit. My friend goes to Breakthrough and says it's useless. No comment. I mean, I have no experience with Breakthrough. I think they did online like okay though. They have like videos and stuff. Toby, how long do you need to study for exams? Each to their own. I think, yeah, like I really can't give an answer on that because the subjects are too diverse. Ichen. Hello, Ichen. How are you doing in lockdown? We have not played basketball in a very long time. Sachin got depressed when he saw my Latin result. Who's Sachin? The only Sachin I know is the cricket. Connor and Lex. It's nice to hear. Breakthrough education is fine. It's just not for everyone. Ooh, ouch. Only for people who score 47 plus. Ouch. It's really targeted towards people who want to score 47 plus. Yeah, I don't really have a comment on that. Sachin's going to be the Pegs Ducks. Nice. Who is Pegs? The Pegs Ducks isn't doing med, right, from last year. You got Raw 50 bar, yeah. I mean, like, I would say try and, like, yeah, okay, good for him. Sleepy Pogger. Have I heard of Contour? Oh, yeah, Chems Jason as well, I've heard. Heard of Contour Education. I think I've heard of it on, like, Facebook ads or something. I don't really know too much about it. Eric Lee. Oh, did he get 9.95? Eric. I did not know that. Search him up. Let's have a look. Eric Lee. Let me see. No. 48 chem, 48 English language, 50 methods, 42 special. Nice. That was that 4 subjects? Darren, how do you write a speech? Think about what you're trying to, like, I don't know, message me, DM me or something. It's a bit hard to explain over this. But think about something you really want to convey. And also think about what you would want to listen to. I'm going to try again. Inayat. Am I friends with Van Shaker? Yeah, I guess I'm friends with him. Hussein's in my, like, group in terms of, like, class. So I'm with him, like, every day. I'll see him every day. Eric, I play badminton with him a bit. Like, the Pegs kids, I quite like them. They're quite friendly. And I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, Jabran as well. I see him around as well. How long in general do you need to study for basic exams? 2 months? Okay, in general, if you want a very general answer. Did you really have to say that in A? Can't look at him the same. No, I'm joking. Oh, in IAT. You sure? Okay. Did I find med overwhelming? Yeah, in Sem 1 it definitely was overwhelming. Some of the lecturers were a bit annoying. Like, one person was like, okay, we'll move to the next slides quickly because you guys will have covered this. And I haven't studied bio since year 10, so I was a bit annoyed at that. But you get used to it, definitely. And like, try and, I don't know, contact people and other people in the course and try and keep a cool head. Like, I get a bit mad sometimes when the content was too much, especially when it's been covered in bio. Did you find med overwhelming? Oh, I just answered. Is doing methods. I don't know what methods early access is. Omega. What's Omega? I don't know. Alright. I don't know what early access is. Everyone always asks about themselves, but how are you doing, Darren? How's the med school life? Thank you for asking. Med school life is enjoyable. Yeah, like, we're all online, just like you guys, and we'll probably go back later, fairly late as well. Usually they care more about high school kids. But I'm finding a better balance in it. I feel like I'm balancing it better with my hobbies and life, and I feel like I'm moving along, which is nice. Thanks for asking. Nicholas, what time would you wake up before an exam? Oh, the exam starts at 9. Okay, I try and wake up maybe, like, because you want to get the exam like 8:40, 8:30, so maybe 7:50. I think only two of my exams, started at 9. I think it was just the 2 maths. No, one exam started at 9. It doesn't happen much. Oh, thanks for clarifying, Syria. It might be. I'm not too sure. What time would you? I90. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't use Twitch. And Zach, I saw your message. I'll just check it a bit later, maybe after the stream. Do you find staying up late to study is more productive? For me, staying up late, but not too late, like 12 or 1 in year 12. Like 1 o'clock in year 12. Waking up early, especially when you have school, is not really my way of doing things. How did you study smart and not hard? Like, allocating your time to specific areas and knowing when to move on to a different area. I think that's pretty important. Like, you don't need to do 100 derivatives. You don't need to do the entire methods textbook every question. Oh my goodness, I need to find some songs for the vlog. But copyright is an issue, so... How do we get around this? How did you break up, structure your exam revision? Um, I just worked on what I was weakest at. I'd ask myself what am I most scared of. That's a pretty cool question to ask myself. Pretty proud of myself for coming up with that. And I would just work on that. So maybe it was text response and stuff like that. And also like think about what might take a lot of time to improve as well. In terms of like when you get a period before exams where you don't have school, in terms of that, I guess just study most of the time. Like the time just sort of just went by and study for the exams. Like exams that are coming later, you want to do a bit of that at the start of that period because once it gets close to the early exams, you probably won't be thinking of anything except those early exams. Oh wait, is it in I yet or is it in there yet? Please clarify. All right, if you weren't doing med, what else would you be doing? So like biomed science to get into med. But if we ignore all that, I quite like teaching, honestly, and I quite like I think coding and stuff's pretty cool as well. So maybe those things. In IAT. Did you do Inglang? If so, did you? How did you? Yeah, I did do Inglang. I have a lot of videos on Inglang, so please check out my channel for those. Did I memorize essays? How did I prepare for the exam? I prepared for it in parts. So I did a lot of short answer, a little bit of AC work, not too much essay work, because essays like you sort of just know your paragraphs and you should be fine. Did I memorize essays? No, I memorized examples and my sort of contention. Because I was quite good at writing, I could sort of manipulate it to the topic. What were your reasons for doing med? I had family. A lot of people have asked me this. I had family reasons for doing med, and what else? And yeah, I just quite admire doctors and the stuff they do, and I think health is like really really important. Like you see people in nursing homes or people in like recuperation homes, and you sort of realize how important health is, and how cool it would be if you could help those people. Oh, also, for a 1,000 subscribers special, if you guys have any ideas, drop them in the chat or message me or leave them as a comment somewhere. Like I genuinely don't have any ideas. I'm thinking Q&A and I somehow incorporate basketball and like maybe TikTok into it. But I genuinely don't know. What were your reasons for doing? Hey mate, how you been? Kartik, I'm good thanks. How are you doing? Use the website called Thematic for pretty free copyright music. Thematic? Alright, I'll check it out. Do I need to like sign up for it? How long do you think a body paragraph comparative should be? I found the one in your video a bit long. I think the one in my video was typed, so it was probably longer. All my typed ones are quite long. But I really don't like. It depends how fast you write and stuff. As long as you finish in time, and your teacher doesn't say it's short, I think that those two are like the requirements. It took you half a day. XX is always like passive aggressive. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you guys can't like talk to me. Did you hand around your essays for English? Some. If I was doing them under time conditions, yeah. But if I was just writing them, I'd type them because how else? Like it's like easy to edit and stuff. I might be in the minority, but this lockdown allows me to have more time. Look, I actually agree with you. When second lockdown happened, I was like, this is good. I have more time to study, and like, I had stuff to catch up on as well. I was kind of mad at like me not studying as hard as I should have. But like, obviously, you have considerations for people who are like suffering a lot. But in terms of like just me, and I really can't control whether there's a lockdown or not. But since there's a lockdown, I do have more time to study. Lex, yeah. Do you guys have like teachers who mispronounce her name? Have any of them been like pretty bad? Do I have TikTok? Yeah, I do. I do have TikTok. 1K gym stream. I didn't even go to the gym. Phonetic. I'll listen to Lex on this one because phonetic is Inglang territory. Motivation. Look, for you, Lex, I think your motivation is pretty straightforward. You can do really well if you work hard and like you don't really regret anything. Like you will do well regardless. It's just how well you can do. So I think hopefully that motivates you. It's sort of similar for me. Thematic is good. Do you use that, Max? Oh, by the way, Max has a YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys know. It's just Max Fang. Max isn't Pepsi Max. Fang isn't. That tiger has long fangs. I don't know. Alright. Yes, you need to sign up. Sometimes they get me to link to my YouTube, and I don't want to do that because I'm kind of scared, like, what will happen. Do I need to, like, link my YouTube to them? I'll just check it out, actually. Don't answer that. Amy, how to improve English. Clear language first. Like, so many people misunderstand and try and get good at, like, vocab and complex stuff. Clear language, explain complex things clearly, and you are, like, doing really well in English. During your best study days, how many exams? I don't think you measure your best study day, but how many exams could you do in a day? I'd probably do like one full maths exam and plus other study. I think that was a pretty good day for me. You want to get stuff out of your exams rather than like seeing how many exams you can do in a day. Like, for example, Ing Lang. I didn't do all the Ing Lang exams and I got a 49. And I don't think doing all of them would have helped me. Ing Lang is for people who can't read books. It's pretty funny. There's nothing I can say to that. Ing is literally nothing to read. You read like the study design, the the meta language, and then that's it. Like the textbooks are useless. Surya, I'm generally surprised that you were able to pronounce my name. How do they pronounce your name? Like your name looks phonetic, like Surya. Surya. How else could you say it? But your surname, on the other hand, I won't say anything. Yeah, Max does a lot of international, like he's talking about SAT, which you need to do to get into the US. So if you guys are thinking about going international, his channel's pretty good, and he did really well in it as well. Yeah, I remember the teachers wanted to rope me into literature, and they were quite disappointed when I wanted to change. I wonder how I would have done in literature. Probably like decently, but as to like how well, who knows? But I doubt I would have gotten a 50. So I guess my decision score-wise was justified. But I guess lit kids would argue that you get enlightened from doing lit. Oh, okay. You have friends, Nadi. IA, UCAT, my scores are getting worse than before. Okay, the classic thing is when you do further more exams, the people who do them are the people who are more dedicated, so it's harder. I wouldn't say get disheartened, just try and learn things each time and make sure you're not regressing because you're forgetting how to do things. It's more so it's just like harder. They don't bother with my last name. So yeah, it's a bit disrespectful. They can't just skip the U like that. Last question, chem exam study tips. I think work through it, make sure you understand it. I think chem definitely, if you know the content, you should be able to do a lot of the questions. I think begin early and try and work through it. Don't have to do it timed. Just make sure you know how to do each question because there's a lot to cover in chem. I don't know, literature kids pretty good at like propaganda probably because they overanalyze things. Does lit scale to 55? Does lit scale probably similar to Lang, doesn't it? Hussein, hello. Kianan, I don't think mocks are definitive of your actual result. Oh, hi Kianan, long time no see. Did you do well overall in your UCAT? Oh, I assume you did well. Are you trying to get into med? Did you do well enough that you're happy with? Can't wait to finally graduate. Yeah, it'll be cool seeing some of you in med next year when you guys graduate uni. Probably skip all my VC videos in the future. Just, yeah. Did you live on campus at Scotch? No. Okay, Nadi. You say I'll be less depressed doing lit than laying, but didn't you guys study like Plath? Isn't her like whole thing like depression? Metabolize anxiety. Whew, Kiana, damn. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, go smash your exams and hopefully you'll be in Monash Med. That's really cool to hear. Good job. Lang depression is yourself. See Jay again. Yeah, hopefully there's no COVID. You can see Jay every day if you'd like to. Inaya, your sentence got held for review. I can choose to show or hide it. I'm not gonna. I just leave it there. Alex, what the hell? Oh my goodness. Josh, I would say year 10 is a little early to start UCAT. I think do maybe just like get a gist of it. Maybe do like one practice exam just so you kind of know what it is. But I don't really think it's worthwhile doing regular practice from year 10. Some people disagree with me. I think Dr. Ray like disagrees. I've seen. Um, but I think kind of get your head around what it is, the pacing of it. But leave your revision till a bit later. Oh, she used dogma in Latin. I feel like Latin essays should be like quite straightforward. This is what happens with lit. You just get, I don't know, verbose. Isn't that like a taboo word? The live stream's still going strong. Yeah, it is, which is quite nice. We're sitting around 30 people, even though it's what, 10:40. I guess no one's doing work. Like, there's no real point starting work now, so just chill. How is the Plath slander? The boys didn't know what it meant. That sounds very exclusive. It's like all the girls in the class just knew what dogma meant. How much is the scholarship helping you financially? Um, I'm the scholarship I got is 6,000 a year, but I still need to pay school fees. But 6,000 is like quite a lot of help. Would you recommend trying to finish the content ahead of time to get head start exams? Definitely, but don't rush too much. And don't do it for all your subjects. I think maths, try and finish it a little early. And in general, your subjects do finish early. Like your teachers are not dumb. They won't make you keep learning stuff up until exams. But maths, I recommend a little early. Um, and the other subjects sort of take care of themselves. Oh, I don't know if anyone's done like bio, but the only dogma I remember is like central dogma. Kara, you demon, I see. Okay. Oh, all the girls do lit. Nice. Lex. Any tips to be motivated to study at home during lockdown? I think I'll start year 12 at home because oh, you're in New South Wales. That's pretty cool. Well, okay, cool in the sense you're in a different state, not cool in the sense that you guys are getting like hundreds of cases every day. Um, Motivated to study at home during lockdown. I think really set aside time. I think in lockdown you really have to take time for your mental health, which like I'm quite good mentally, but I know a lot of people might not be. So whether that comes in the form of watching a movie with your friends, or what else, gaming or playing sport in if you have like something in the backyard. But like really set aside time to study and set aside time to have fun and enjoy yourself. I think having that balance will mean that you can hopefully help with a bit of motivation because each day you have something to look forward to. How do you get a scholarship? I got a scholarship with my ATAR. I was automatically eligible. I know a lot of people, a lot of scholarships are up for offer that you can apply for. So do check that out. And sometimes missed opportunities do not come back. No point. Better start some chem questions. Yeah, start those chem questions. Kaz. Your mom joke on stream. I'm sure, go for it. Darren really just said you're in New South Wales. That's cool. Okay, I think I explained that sufficiently. Lockdown has been extended. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Um, I don't know. It's just the way it is. We can't really control what Dan Angels does. Uh, how was Jack? I personally thought it was a waste of time. Did you do? Do I know you? James Ann I thought was good in the younger year levels, but once I got older, I think I skipped too many grades, so it wasn't good. Um, Lexus Cicero once said, "Your mother." What is Cicero? You guys doing Cicero? Are you doing the speech where he goes like three? Oh no, what was it? What does he say at the start? Oh the days, whatever. Uh, hello Emil, congrats on 1K subs. Good job, Lex. Did you do all extended response for method stacks or just VCAR questions? Do you do all extended response for method stacks or just VCAR questions? What does that mean? Yeah, could you rephrase the question? I don't quite get what it means. Gucci Bacon Strip sent me a message. Do I use skincare? Yeah, I mean I wash my face. And I have like moisturizer and stuff. Did you do all extended response? Yeah, Emil's got good UCAT videos. So if you still haven't done your UCAT yet, probably help you out. I was a Jack. You were like way younger than me. Not much talk. Wait, really? Were we in like the same year though? In like class wise? I think it depends what teacher um you had at Jack. But I think younger year levels was decent. Did you do all extended response from method stacks? Oh, revision preparing for stacks. Oh, okay. I did some VCO ones, which I don't think was necessary. In year 11, I did. I don't think it's necessary. You can just do your past method stacks is enough. Yeah, Emil, profiting from my live stream. It's like what is it? It's like the natural flora of the of the body. Yeah, OMG, Cicero said quote was quote tandem or something. Yeah, I still remember. For how much longer should we endure whatever? For how much longer shall this man stand here? Whatever. Uh, dermatology. No. What? Why you bring up dermatology? Yeah, my chat's just like 3 pegs, kids. Oh, Josh Poon. Josh Poon got 99.95. If you guys don't know, went to Scotch. The exact same subjects as me. Copyright. Oh, have you thought? Whoops, almost missed this question. Have you thought of what specialty? I think I like the idea of neurosurgery because I think the brain's pretty cool. Um, Nothing else really has caught my eye so much. All right, I'm gonna find some good songs while you guys engage in Tuesday night DAV debating. Surya. I know this is a personal question, but is how is YouTube ad revenue for a channel your size? Okay, so you want to hear what my YouTube ad revenue is? Wait for it. It is. It is zero. I'm not getting any ad revenue at the moment. So, because I don't have enough watch time yet, you need what do you call it? You need like watch time and subscribers to get like to get to get money from YouTube. So I've got ads in my videos now for some reason, but they're not giving me money because I don't have enough watch hours, which is really hard to get, honestly. Probably take me a little while. Yeah, definitely start a YouTube channel. I highly recommend it. You can even start it now and talk about your VC journey. I do wish I started earlier, but like honestly, if it's hard to really do well if it's like money wise. Like I wouldn't have met you guys if it wasn't because of YouTube. I just think it's quite fun. And the process is quite nice. OMG, Darren, do you adjudicate? Do you do year 12? I don't adjudicate. No, I did house debating. I was actually best speaker every debate I did. Yeah, just saying. But no, I don't adjudicate, and I didn't do DOV debating after like year 7. Like stop being a Virgil. Nice joke. Do you still keep in touch with Michael? Wow. Oh look, I don't know who Michael. Like I've heard of him, but he's much older than me, and I've never met him. I don't think. Yeah, I do have less revenue than Max. There's a lot of things. Should have gone to Strathmore. Why doesn't Scotch accept girls? What? Scotch is indeed a good school. 4K. 4K. Yeah, guys, stream Darren. Getting monetized before they. Yeah, Max, how much did you get? Like $60 or something. TAFE. Recommend. I'm gonna watch every Darren Tan video. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the support, Lex. Lex is like probably the biggest supporter. I think. I honestly think so. Counted. Lemma rank 1 and Chem is going to get 0 on the Chem exam to sabotage us. Who's rank 1 in Chem at Scotch, and why would he want to sabotage you? OMG Darren, if you go viral on TikTok. A couple of my videos went like decently viral. Like a 50K on one. like 20K on an arm. But I guess like you need followers, don't you, to get money from TikTok? I think the chat's like spazzing. Uh, Inayat and who and Lex. I do think you guys should start. It'd be fun. Yeet Burger. What house were you in? I was in field. It's easy to be best speaker at regionals. It wasn't regionals. It was house debating. So between like other what do you call it? Other houses. Um, Subscribe to Emil Eddie for clear skin. Lex wrote that. It's held for review in my theme. I don't think Emil knows Vanshika because she's in Group B. I'm in Group B, and Group A and B are pretty separate, whereas Emil's in Group A. Edmund, he can get a 99.95 even with like 5 studies scoring camp. Yeah, I mean, he has the same subjects as me. If I didn't sit, let me think. If I didn't sit my Ing Lang exam or my Chem exam, oh, I had to sit Chem because of, like, basically, I could have gone enough for a 99.95 without my bottom two subject. He's just not going to do the exam. Oh, is that his seventh subject as well? Or is it. Oh, probably might be his seventh subject. Why is he trying for Sachs then if he's not going to do the exam? I don't think they had washout requirements back then, yeah. Oh no, back then there was no washout requirement for Josh and Arnadi when they did YouTube. Evan, is there any hope of getting into medicine? Ooh, okay. It'd be hard, I think. You need to do really well in your UCAT and really well in your interview. Where do you list your tutoring services? Actually, true. I should put it on a website or something. It's on Facebook. But if you're curious, I tutor Latin, English, English language methods. Oh no. Latin, English, English language. Yeah, that's it. And I teach like public speaking and debating as well. Do you do 1 or 2, 3, 4 subjects? I did 2, 3, 4s. Darren, you should get a website. What? How do I make a? Did you use like, um, what's the thing called? Where you make a website? The why? Wish? No. What's that ad thing that always pops up? I don't remember. Do you use that? Oh, Squarespace. Yeah. Oh, Wix. Yeah. Thank you, Lex. I'm very busy though, so I can take on limited people. Squarespace. I'll consider it then. I don't know why I would need a website though. Like, what are the benefits of it? I'm gonna slide in a little bit here to Surya's question and just say like if you do 7 or 8 subjects, it like yeah, only 6 matter in the end as well. And I'd say like 95% of people do 6 subjects. No, 5 is optimal amount, Lex. 5. Because you gotta clutch up. Honestly, with year 12, I think 6 is fine. Like, how do I say this? Because, like, I don't know. It's not like I was very productive with my spares. So, just having another subject was just like year 10 again, where you don't get any spares. So, it was pretty, like, just forced me to be productive. What languages did I study, Evan? I did Chinese second language, I did Latin, and I did 2 English subjects. Oh, Beefy, you know someone here? Nice. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, some people do it early. I mean, like, how do I say it? If you can, doing 8 subjects because they're in SEAL. I mean, if you can do well in year 10 in those subjects, then it's worth it. Or year 11. But otherwise, it's not. Max, hello. How you doing? Long time no see. Apart from that one Instagram live. Sally Chan, what helps you stay motivated? In year 12, it was the fact that I could do really, 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 really well. And that motivated me to do well because I had the potential to do so. Good subjects. And like a lot of things lined up. I don't know if I'll talk about my year 12 journey sometimes, but like I picked up Latin because late. I picked up English late, and those turned out to be like a very, very worthwhile subjects. So just being that lucky made me motivated. For Chinese, any tips? So far, I'm just doing as much writing as possible. Yeah, writing, I think, get structure, get planning. It's nice. Your oral's probably coming up. I'm doing a video on oral soon. But um, any tips? I think know some basic Chengyu. And then make sure you don't make too many silly mistakes in like the Yuedu and the Tingli. Pomodoro break. Max is grinding in uni. You really meant it when you said you're going to do hard. You're going to go hard in Sem 2. No, no. I tried Pomodoro a little bit. It was fine. I like to study like whenever I feel like and stop when I get tired. And hello. I didn't say hi to you earlier, I guess, but yeah. So like timing wise, I just do whatever. The pommies. Actually, I think Pomodoro is good when you're like don't feel like studying because you just do 25 minutes, you stop. It really makes you stick to a structure. Do you have any comments about international opportunities in second year of uni? I'm not too sure. It probably varies a little bit from course to course. But international is always good. I guess you get more experience overseas. How do you not end up having a 3-hour break? I mean, I get the kind of point of Pomodoro is 25-5, 25-5. Like it's not really in the spirit if you just take 3 hours off. I'm just found a song called Work From Home, like a cover. That's very applicable now, isn't it? Now we're in COVID. Work, work. For those who don't know the Pomodoro, yep. How many free periods you get in year 12? I think you get 2 on one day and then 1 on the other 5 days. So Scotch is a 6-day timetable if you guys don't know. So, or do you get 2 on 2 days? I don't know. Other Scotch kids help me out here, but it's either 5, 7, or 8. Oh, whoops. All right. I got it completely wrong. 1 double, 2 singles then. No. You do get, no, you get, no, because my methods filled it. So no, you get 2 on one day and then 1 on 4 other days. So you get like 6 individual periods. Because I remember my spares matched up exactly with methods, which is why I picked up methods again. I don't know if you're the right person to ask, but have you ever heard of how challenging it is to get into postgraduate medicine? Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. I have friends who are doing it. It is very competitive, very challenging. And it is like kind of like year 12 a couple times over. But if you're really passionate about medicine, then it's just something you got to grind for. Depends on your subjects. I only get 1 double and 2 singles. Oh, really? That's really surprising. Maybe I was lucky then that it just matched up with methods. Can I do well for A-type if my school and teachers are really bad? Should I move? Look, I think school does matter a fair bit in terms of like culture. If it's feasible to move and the school is a lot better and you're happy to because you probably have friends and stuff, then go for it. But it's a pretty big decision. Connor, thank you for joining and spicing up the live. I'll see you next time. I don't know why Lex's comment got hidden. I had to review it. When should I end? I'll end 11:20, 11:30. One of those. By 11:30 I'll end. Are these the Scotchies? Eddie, Felix, Kiana. Who was my English teacher? I had Coucher. Really good English teacher. I can't rate her high enough. Oh, you guys are... Oh, no. No, only Eddie's in Cardinals, right? All right, Nick. Who do you guys have for English teachers? I know Couch is not teaching English anymore. Wait, is Kiana in Cardinals as well? Yeah, Comte teaches Ing Lang in English now, Max. Did you know that? Woman of many talents. Actually, I realized Work From Home isn't a very appropriate song. All right. See you, Lex. I end the stream at 11:15. Then seems like a lot of people are leaving. Or yeah, 11:15, 11:20. But yeah, see you, Lex. Have fun in methods tomorrow. Eddie, do sacks matter for special? Yeah, I mean they matter for all subjects. Um, a little less for maths. I think it's weighted less sacks in general, but sacks do matter. Yeah. Are you doing okay in special? Elham, how come people do Latin? Is it just because it scales up and generally it's enjoyable as well? And sometimes there's a culture in schools of doing Latin. What do you mean, Felix? It didn't. I mean, in Scotch, like the top few usually scale up to full marks. I don't really know how the scaling works, but honestly, you'd rather do well than not. But if you don't do well, I guess like it doesn't matter that much. So that can give you confidence for the exam. But I mean, beforehand, try and do as well as you can. I don't think it's really worthwhile to go into it with the mentality that, oh, let's not try for this. I don't know, Felix. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't be too concerned with what things scale to. I don't think I ever thought about that much, because it doesn't like knowing that doesn't really help you in any way. But I assume it would scale really high, like probably close to 4 marks or 1 mark off. Is Eddie really? That's very impressive. I did not know Eddie was such an academic, but it's very cool to hear. And if he's aiming for Monash Med, both of you are aiming at Monash Med, then it'll be cool to see you guys there. Ah, good luck then, Eddie. I hope you're going well with your sax. What subjects are you doing, by the way? You did Chinese last year? Wang 老师. Oh, we SLA. Ah, that's fine. I mean, you don't really need to get that good. Well, mark over 50 in methods. Nice. Yeah, it's good. So work hard this year. I mean, you're probably doing special, which scales regardless of like what you get, and then you just got to do decently in English. So good luck for that. Wait, second language. Did Justin get the highest? No, no, not Justin. Yeah, did he get the highest actually in second language? Ah, okay. Right. What English subject are you doing? You doing well in that? Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah. Nice job. Alright, I'll probs end the stream here then. Thank you guys for joining and for sticking around. And yeah, good luck for those of you who are doing VCE. Got your sacks coming up. And I will see you all next time.